Hello everyone, this is Pastor Blake again with Holy Week Day 4. I was looking at Matthew 26 verses 47 through 50. It says, while he was still speaking, Judas came out of the 12. This is when they were in the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas came out of the 12, and with him a great crowd with swords and clubs from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying, the one I will kiss is the man, seize him. And he came up to Jesus and at once and said, greetings, Rabbi. And he kissed him. Jesus said to him, friend. Do you hear that? Friend. Do what you came to do. Then they came up and laid hands on him and seized him. Do you realize that Jesus lived his life with Judas for a while, several years? Judas came along, and we know that he was going to be the one to betray him, but Judas really knew God in a very intimate way, really. He knew what he liked to do, what he liked to eat, all that kind of stuff, and yet he betrayed him. He wanted to hurry up the Messiah's purpose, as it would. And although we know the bigger story was that the Messiah came in a very different way they were not expecting. They thought that Jesus was going to come in and just take over everything and be done with it. And yet, in the betrayal, Jesus says, friend, do what you came to do. Do you realize that Jesus, in the moment of betrayal, was still merciful and gracious to Judas? Now, he knew what was going to happen all along, but can we act the same way? Do we act the same way? In the hard moments in life, do we be merciful and gracious, or do we act that way when the time is tough and the situation's hard to understand? And is that what we do? Or do we become defensive? Or do we say, no, I'm going to be right no matter what? Do we do that? Do we act like that? Or what can we do this week to be gracious and merciful to others around us? This is Holy Week. This is the week that Jesus did something he probably really should not have done for us. He saved us of our sins, and yet he loved us. So I want you to show love to one another today by being merciful, gracious, forgiving, just as Christ forgave you for the sacrifice on the cross, for the paying of our sins. Be gracious to one another. Have a good day.